Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, and we're off for more of Final Fantasy Anniversary Edition in the last episode with a quality upgrade, as you can clearly see from here. We made our way to Mount Glug, the volcano west, I had to remember for a second there, of the Crescent Lake, and I actually went back there after reaching, well, the spot that we're in right now. I bought some items. I brought 23 potions, I brought 5 hyper potions, I brought 5 ethers, 9 phoenix downs. I didn't buy any antidotes, I didn't buy any tents. Now, the reason why I did that is that I said it in the last episode because I forgot to buy items before going here in the first place. But we spent all of last episode on the previous floor because, well, if we just walk straight right from here, we would be on the first floor, and then you can just get out because there's nothing on that floor. And all the stuff that we did was, well, that room there pretty much. There was encounters up the butt in this massive room, and, well, that was the entire episode, really, because there was a lot of chests to grab and a lot of stuff to steal. And look at all this stuff. Look at all this mithril stuff, which we can buy at Crescent Lake, which we have to go to before coming here anyway, because we need the canoe in order to reach this place. But yes, there was actually something else that we could have actually done to make it a lot easier to get to this place instead of using the canoe, because we've already been to the ice cave and got the Levy Stone, which is this thing here. But this is the order of things I know. This is the order of things I normally do things in, so that's kind of a thing. But anyway, in this episode, we're going to go deeper into this magma, this lava-filled cave, I guess you could say, to reach the fire crystal and put a stop to the elemental fiend that is, well, causing issues. And look at that, we've almost got through this floor without an issue, but you guys had to show up. So let me put my great sword, which is super effective against giants, to work by smacking you in the face. Wabooski. That did not one shot. I am surprised. Last time it did 230. And we gained another level up. I did actually have to battle some enemies in order to get through, get back and forward. So I actually did get a lot of experience off screen just by going back and forth. So we got another level already. 28 HP for Sorba. Not for Sorba, for Zest. 4 HP for Sorba. I wish it was that now. Flo gained 28 HP, 6 MP, and Daewoo gained 27 HP and 21 MP! Daewoo, that's like the best level up! Because most of the time it's not the stats that I'm worried about, it's the HP and the MP that matters the most, really, because they're like the stats that always, like, full front. So I'm really happy that Daewoo got that level up. I'm tempted to save, actually. I haven't actually saved since I got back, so that's actually an idea. I should do that. Yeah, so I'm going to save on this one, because I know for a fact that the previous episode did save properly. Thank you, computer. I hope the footage didn't glitch, though, because that would be annoying. Especially since it's supposed to be raw footage being edited, full quality. Don't have to convert it to Windows Media Video version 9, and then edit in Sony Vegas. And then wait 2.5 hours for it to render, only takes about an hour, so that's very nice. There's your technical knowledge for me. Like I said, if you want... Right, you know what, I'm going to say it just once more. In the top left, top right corner of the screen, that little exclamation mark that just appeared. Click that, and that will take you to my latest update video explaining the changes. Of course, this will be slightly higher quality than what was shown in that video, even though that was the edited footage, because I've put 20 plus sharpen onto the video's footage just to make the pixels stand out a little bit more. And that's actually something I wanted to say, because even though it's not like emulator kind of like 1080p upscaled quality, because this is from the actual hardware through component wires through a capture device. So it's basically what the PSP actually outputs, which is 480p. So even though I render at 720p, because obviously I'm making it widescreen, filling the entire 16:9 ratio, what I'm looking on my screen right now is basically 4:3. Even though, you know, the PSP has like a almost widescreen kind of format, which is its own aspect ratio. Which is why, like, if I stretch it, that's why it fills up the entire screen. If I don't, it doesn't do that. I need to check my HP, actually. What am I looking at? Let's give a heal aura to everybody. Yep, that'll do it. And yeah, like I said, it's like, this is the best quality that I can get from the actual hardware. If I was using emulator, of course I could upscale it at 1080p and it would just look pristine. But this is from the actual hardware, and I prefer using the actual hardware, so there you go. Once again, we're back on basement 3. There was nothing on this floor, on both corridors. We can just blast right through. We haven't actually had this set up in this dungeon before, so I guess I'll leave it in, even though it's a setup that we've seen in the previous dungeon that we were in. I'm guessing you're supposed to bump into them here first. Someone's revving their car outside. But that's actually something else I wanted to talk about. You know those centipede monsters that we bumped into in the last episode in this dungeon? The Enacons? I forget what they're called. I'll have to access the bestiary after this battle. But I bumped into those outside Crescent Lake. Well, outside the town of Crescent Lake. On my way back to buy some items. We've got some eye drops right there. Bestiary. Wait, what enemy am I talking about here? Horn Devil, that's not it. Ah! Ankheg! Those things! Even though we encountered them in here, you can actually encounter them outside of the Crescent Lake town, so... yeah, that's not fun, because when I encountered them, I encountered two, and I was like, wait, excuse me? What are you doing here? That's a dead end. That's not smart. Run through lava! We have a fire tunic, right? We can do this, right? I think I can go down. That dude is still having his car outside. That's like next door neighbor, but free. That's the only way to put it, because I don't really know them. It's like 3 doors up from my house. That's where he lives, but he like has 5 cars, and that one's always revving his engine. Wait, basement 4. Have I gone back on myself? Have I somehow looped round? I feel like I've looped round. Oh boy. Yeah, I'll do this. Unless I kill him with Sorba. Ah, had to do this. Actually, he only has 280 HP, so maybe the other two could have knocked him out with just physical attacks. I'm not taking the risk. Have I looped back on myself? I'm pretty sure I have. If there's a... God damn it! How do I manage? Somehow I looped around on myself. How do I do that? Oh, I see how I did that. Okay. Right, so I want to keep heading downwards first, and I want to head to the left. Somehow I looped back on myself. I didn't even realise. It's because I was talking about stuff. I distracted myself. That's what happened. Okay, here we go. This feels right. There we go. Right in the middle of the lava right there. At least we got some solid footing down here. Yeah, I'm going to have to use another... Oh my god, Flo! I did not realise how low your health was getting. I am sorry. Daewoo's actually, like, dead. Thank god that when you're poisoned or if you're walking on hazardous material, like the ice cave spikes, or in this case, the lava, which is just basically the same thing with a different graphic. As long as you... it doesn't kill you if you're on 1 HP. You just stay at 1 HP, so... And when you're on those tiles as well, you can't actually get an encounter. I thought I'd just say that right now. So, if you don't want to fight anything, it's actually better to stay on the hazardous terrain, because you won't get encounters. And that's actually very cool, because as you're going to be down to what... If you're not paying attention to your health and you are down to 1 HP, you're not going to be worried about dying due to taking 1 extra step, or getting into a battle and then it just kills you outright. That won't happen. So, I guess that's a little bit of balancing, but there you go. Okay, I want to be careful here. God damn it! It's not fair. You know what, I'll just do all attacks, I'll see what happens. Soba actually did less damage. Both of them did less damage, actually. They're supposed to get crits. That's annoying. So we will have to go for an extra turn here, but he doesn't seem to do a lot of damage to Zest, thank god, because of the defense that we have, so... As long as he hits him, we can just attack him with normal attacks. We've got a gold needle, that's... okay, I guess. I mean, I'm not getting gazed to paralysis or stone here, so whatever. And 4 Minotaurs! Hello! Alright then. This is not a required encounter because we just stepped on this space. But I will leave this in because we haven't seen these guys in a little bit. I don't think. Especially not in a battle of this magnitude. So I think I'll go with my Thundera and do that. Or they could just do massive damage to everybody other than Zest. Thanks. You know, Zest's the reason why we don't have any variety on who's up front for the overworld is because Zest has the most HP as well as the most defense, so he should be the wall, and as he's up front, he should get attacked the most. Yes, he does, but I feel like everyone else is getting attacked pretty much at the same rate at this point, unless there's like everyone bundling up on Zest and 1 enemy attacks, but then the next attack, next turn, they just spread it all over the place. We got a knife, interesting. But yeah, I want to step here and avoid that encounter of space with the lava worm. Bolt all the way down here. We've got loads of stuff. I'm going to do that. So I've got some money there. I didn't mean to check the chest twice. I want to go this way. I feel like this is a dead end. And another lava worm! I do not know if this is... If I leave these battles in and they just seem inconsequential, I'm not too sure if it's like a required encounter or not, because so far I believe that this is like an encounter space, so... I did not mean to click flee. Just attack him, I don't need to use magic. It's only the one target. You know, Zest does need a little bit of healing, so let's do that quickly. We're blasting through this dungeon faster than any other dungeon we've done so far, so I'm pretty happy about that. Then again, I did say that the Ice Cave would actually help us out in the long run getting through this more annoying dungeon. I feel like this dungeon is a lot more annoying in terms of its hazards than anything else. Is that worth? Yes. Flo is actually running low on magic now, but I've got ethers, it's fine. We can actually buy them now, so that's very nice. Cover only 50 MP. We got another treasure trove here, that's fun. Let's go open you. Antidote. 7340 gil. Remember, I haven't sold my equipment that we found in this dungeon yet, so... Yeah, we still gotta make bank. I spent a lot of money on bloody items, but I only fell down about 5 grand, and that's about it. Sounds like a lot, but in this case, nope. Whack you down. You just got owned, FTW. I did not open the chest because I'm an idiot. I moved down too fast. I got an ice brand though. I think that's an ice sword. Isn't it? A sword gripped by Winter's Chill. So now we have a fire type sword and an ice type sword. And that ice type sword is going to be really helpful here. Can you equip that? Yes, you cannot actually. Okay, that makes no sense. You can equip a sword that's effective against spellcasters. So, you can equip a sword that's super effective against magic users, a sword that's super effective against water users, a sword that's super effective against dragons, but not against fire and ice. Why are those exempt? Because they're a different design? I mean, hell, the ice brand's actually stronger and more accurate than the flame sword. That's even more interesting. And the ice brand is actually a lot more helpful here, so... Since only you can equip it, Zest, I guess you're going to equip it. Yeah, you can't equip the firebrand. That's really annoying. I feel like that's a bit unfair. Right, I want to walk down this way. I don't want to fight that again. We've got a flame shield, though. Please say Sorba can equip this. I'm really annoyed that he's not been able to equip any of this stuff. God damn it! Nothing but god damn it around here. Shield alive with the power of fire. I'm going to switch the ice brand for that, because it's literally the same defense. Oh yeah, I was about to say, why do I still have a mithril shield? That's from the equipment on no equipment treasure trove room on the second basement. We're on the 4th basement now, so we're almost there. But yeah, are we? We should be. Yeah, we're on basement 4. Yeah. So anyway, wait, did I equip that? Yeah, I did. Ice brand. No, ice brand. I want the flame shield because that blocks fire attacks. Alright, so now I want to go downwards. And a fire hydra. And look at that damage! 262. That's going to be doing more damage again compared to Sora. But that's only because that was super effective. At least we have ice type on Zest now. I guess that's one good thing. That was an encounter space, wasn't it? You are a dick, game. I'm fed up of leaving these these one enemies in, but it's like, if it's a forced encounter, if it's an encounter space, it's not random, so I'm not going to cut it out if it's a repeat, because it's always going to be there. So I just got to avoid the middle tile of this room. It's a little bit of an annoyance. Thanks, game. To be fair, though, you get... Wow, that was really a waste of a room. I could make more money, but... Well, no, never mind. Is this the way to go? Oh, there's a room here. Ah! Oh! Open chest! We've got a duplicate. Alright. Cottage. 2,000 gil. Well, at least this was worth. But yeah, we have another double chest right there. So we must have grabbed the item that was supposed to be in there before. I think I read before that there was only one gold needle in this dungeon, but so many chests in this dungeon are tied to that one, so I'm guessing that was the first instance. I remember hearing that, or reading about that before. So, I don't know. That was not an encounter space. 1250. And a basic ordinary staff that's absolutely useless to me? Wow, look at that! Look at that screen! Everyone can equip it, including the ninja, but only the thief. Poor Sober, man. Poor Sober. I feel so bad for him. He's the only one left out. That is so evil. He's the only one who cannot equip a staff. It's not even that good. But he can't equip it. He's not allowed to. I feel so bad. I never switched the power knife for the power staff for the mithril knife. Yeah, I'll swap it now, I guess, then. I wanted to swap back because I wanted more accuracy. God damn it, dog. That was Max barking at something outside. Anyway, never mind about that. Must be just some cats or some people outside. But yeah, we're at an 8-way intersection. This is the final floor of the dungeon. We're almost at the end here, guys. Didn't take us that long, did it? That's because, like I said, this place is quite linear for the most part. This is the only non-linear part. But we're almost at the end, like I said. So, I believe most of these rooms are empty. I want to start with this room first, because I do remember the boss being somewhere below. I believe you are for an encounter space, a forced encounter, so I'm going to just do this and kill you. Leave this in, because I believe. You gotta believe. I don't know. Here's a room with a rock. Can I check you? No, this ain't Pokemon. There won't be any hidden items. Oh! You're actually new! Fire Lizard. Oh wait, are you new? I don't think we bumped into you. That still does a lot of damage. It doesn't matter if it's a physical attack, because it's Blizzard, it just does a lot more. The Ice brand that Zest holds. I didn't mean to say Blizzard, it's pretty much the same thing though. Yep, that was the forced encounter. Oh, it is guarded by a red dragon. Alrighty then. Let's just sort that out then. Well, won't we? Let's equip the Worm Killer and slash it with that then. That didn't actually do a lot. That did. Bloody hell. Okay, never mind. The white dragon was more of an issue, but then again, like I said many times now, you're supposed to go there after this place. The intended route. Flame Mail, however, that is an encounter space. I knew it. I knew you were. It's a preemptive strike, so you're pretty much dead. So yeah, you have to go through 2 acquired encounters, 2 forced encounters, 2 encounter spaces to get that Flame Mail. The red tunic, as it were, and it pretty much is. Hang on, I gotta do the obligatory search it, because only the warrior and the knight and the ninja can equip it. Yep, there we go. Poor Sorba always gets left out. And I'm gonna equip the Flame Mail because, you know, power fire and all that. I mean, the ice armor does the same defense and evasion, but it makes us resist fire a lot more, so we can block fire spells and resist fire enemies in general. So we've just got a lot of fire resistance, which really helps. The tankiest person who's never going to die unless he gets one-shotted by a spell. But, you know, Zest has to everything. You know, that's just one thing that I don't like about the warrior. He naturally has the highest HP growth. He naturally has high defense and high attack power. Yeah, he gets all of the weapons, all of the armor. And yet, the people who are weak as hell, who can't equip nothing, they're just going to always be weak as hell. It doesn't seem fair to me. I feel like you should be able to equip some more stuff to a thief. Like, okay, maybe not the heavy stuff like the mail and stuff, but come on! Ninjas use swords! They use katanas! I mean, ninjas do as well, but thieves, I mean, they could use a sword. I mean, a scimitar, that's thief-related. That's what the flame blade is. I don't know. That's just how I feel. I feel like the thief gets the short end of the stick. It really did in the original NES version, and I believe the MSX version as well, because their luck stat didn't even work. There was nothing in here. Oh, we're getting a level up. I was going to cut this one out. Well, I pretty much did. I didn't say anything. Yeah, so... Why is it that when I'm going to cut out about when I get a level up, it just messes me up? Because I have something on my mind and I want to say it, but then I'm going to lose my train of thought now. Zest got 7 HP, not the best. Sorba gained 4 HP, that's pretty bad. Flo gained 5 HP and 17 MP, well at least got okay in Battle Magic. Digwoo gained nothing, effectively. Great. What I was going to say was, before I got cut off by that level up, is that in the original NES, as well as probably the MSX version, luck didn't do anything, and that made thieves useless because their luck stat... Wait, what? Oh yeah, this wasn't... Wait, was this in Aerospace? No. I think they're random encounters now. I've been leaving these in, because we're further into the dungeon. Oh, whatever. Basically, in the original and MSX versions, the luck stat was broken. Basically, the thief was supposed to use the luck stat for fleeing from battles a lot easier, and that helps early game when you go into battles against cockatrices and stuff like that, where you're able to run pretty much guaranteed. That was the whole point of having a thief early game, and obviously a ninja is going to be, and obviously later on, the thief will actually put in the work, as you can see here, is actually doing more attacks per turn than Zest. Warrior. But the thing is that the luck stat didn't work, and that kind of made thieves pretty much useless. And most people do like thief kind of runs as well as a challenge kind of run, because they're so useless at the beginning of the game on the original. There's nothing in this room. So if you haven't noticed anything so far, most of these rooms don't have anything in them. But you do want to go to the westmost room, because that one obviously gives you the flame mail, as we already know. That's like the major item that you want, and I want to go clockwise that way because I always remember the west being the best item. I always forget about the other rooms. I know that most of them are empty, and probably one of them has the gold needle chest that I keep reading about, that obviously we must have picked up because we've already bumped into a duplicate chest, so there's like 3 to 5 chests or something, like, oh, connected to one. That's kind of a thing. I say that when I've just completely ignored a new encounter, which is the Fire Gigas, but they're basically Hill Gigas that main in fire attacks, and there we go, another duplicate chest already. I believe that was, once again, the needle. And I'm getting a little bit weak, so I need a heal. I'm going to do Healara, because everyone's pretty much taking a beating. It's because of the fire floors, that doesn't really help much. That's another 50 MP down the drain. Ugh. At least Sorba's maxed out. In fact, everyone's maxed out. 2 is all we needed. Nice. Alright then. So let's just head down this way. Anything in here? Probably not. Down here. It's another duplicate. I believe those 2 chests are exactly the same. So that's 3 chests so far that were tied to that gold needle that we found in the other chest. Probably in the big, massive treasure trove room we covered in the last episode. And there's the 5th chest. Yep. I did say 5 chests. So yeah, there's pretty much nothing here. I've just checked this room just for general purposes. Yep, nothing in that room. You can actually see the wall. So that was pointless. But yeah, that means that this way, making a full circle effectively around this room, is the Fire Fiend. There's the fire crystal right ahead of us. Alright. We need to heal up right now, so it's Healara once again, because we took once again a bit of a beating from the fire. Everyone's pretty much at max. She could use a heal on herself. That'll do it. I do not think we need to use an ether on Flo. Once we get in the battle, I will consider it, but Daewoo's pretty much going to be spamming Blizzara. We should win easily, but just in case, so I don't have to do this whole bloody episode again, I want to save. What was the save? B4. Hang on. Wait. We start on that. Yeah, I saved after we got away from, yeah, okay, so I want to save on this one. If not, I'll have to redo some bits, it's fine. Alright. Wait, we're level 27. Can we learn level 6 magics now? Have to keep... Yes, we can! Finally! On the way back, we're going to be spending all that money. Maybe we could have done that at level 26. I didn't check then, but level 27. That's cool. Actually, hang on. I want to check something. On magic, does it actually highlight the levels we can use? Yes, it does. Look at 6 is now highlighted, even though we don't have anything in there. So I should have noticed quite a while ago, to be fair, but oh well. Unless we did get it just now on that last level up. Anyway, I'm putting off the inevitable. Let's go fight this thing and get through halfway through the game. So you are the one... No, wait. What character is this? Oh, yeah, I know. So you are the ones who defeated the Fiend of Earth and roused Marilith from her slumber. I think she's referring to herself in the 3rd person. The power of the burning flame is mine and mine alone. Those who would oppose me shall burn in hellfire. That's trademarked to Ifrit, even though we haven't bombed into Ifrit yet. So, because of like this first game, it's kind of weird. But yeah, she did refer to herself in the 3rd person. Marilith, the Fiend of Fire. She's pretty much using Arcanum right now. That's fun. If you don't get that reference, check Kingdom Hearts Free over 2 days. It's one of Shion's forms. I actually talked about that in my Dissidia test video with Premiere Pro, so that's a thing. But yeah, we need to attack this thing, so let's go do that. I want to protect Tara right now, because that'd be very nice. Wait, do I not have that yet? I thought I did. I thought I could protect everybody. I guess I can't. I swear I used that before, though. Raises 1 ally's evasion, 1 ally's defense. You know what? I will give protect to Sorba, though. That would be the smartest thing to do here. Now, so we've been going through a fire dungeon. She's the Fiend of Fire. You would expect Blizzard to work. No. No. Blizzard doesn't actually work that well. In fact, she's actually quite susceptible to silence. Thank you, Max, for barking once again. Do I have silence? I don't think I do. No, I don't. But that don't matter, because I'd rather go for, like, pure power anyway, so I'm going to go with Blizzara. Oh, no, wait, no. Silence is a white magic, isn't it? I forget, because, like, in some games it is a white magic. Sometimes it's not. It's weird. That did a lot of damage to us. That's not fun. But that's why we have a white mage on our team. That does do... The ice attacks still do decent damage, though. I mean, you can't complain about that too much. So... I will go with it. There's Vox Sphere. No, I'm thinking of Vox, which cures silence. That's what I'm getting confused with. Alright, so let's Hilara. Wait, is that a good idea? Yeah, that's a good idea. Right. And another Blizzara. Let's go. Soon we will get Blizzaga, but that won't be until now. Please. Oh wow, it actually affected everybody. Didn't expect that. I was hoping it would have only affected Flo and Daewoo, because they're not using physical attacks right now, but this is gonna suck. Oh yeah, by the way, we have dark. We have sunglasses in bubbles because we're blinded. Instead, we're not having got cool shades like in Final Fantasy 6, which is annoying. Plus, it doesn't do anything in that game anyway. What do I do? Blind now cures darkness. I can only do it to one person at a time, though, which is super annoying. I'll have to heal Zest, because Zest does the most damage in this situation. I am going to use an item, though, on Daewoo's turn, and use eye drops on Sorba as well. Hey! You still got the attack off! So did you! Excellent, guys! That was 251 damage to Flo right there. That was scary. I mean, she does have about 6 swords in her, so... understandable, but still. I don't need to heal darkness on these two, they're not doing physical attacks. So that's not that big of an issue. She needs to cast Cure on herself. But I need to make sure I still have 25 MP for Hilara if need be. I'm tempted to use Fiaga, but I know it's not going to do a lot. Unless she's not affected by that either. I don't know. I'm only using Blizzara because I know it will work. Even though she's not weak to it. I'm still using the Wiring Killer. I should have changed that weapon. I didn't think. I'll have to do that in a moment. Let's go change this for... Oh, she did cast a spell. I'm guessing the Ring Blade would work? I guess we could try it. No harm in doing anything else, really. I'm going to cast Invis on Sorba as well. Just because Sorba's like needs the buffs in order to actually get off his damage. Or you could just one-shot Daewoo. If I win now, I'm not going to be happy. Good. Bloody hell. That would have been super unfair. Oh, but the annoying thing is, this is only going to give him 1 HP. I swear. That was crit. Wow. A normal damage and a crit both did 33 HP damage with Sorba. Okay. Alright, at least she's done her attack this turn, so Daewoo can actually get up here. There's nothing doing any damage now. Right, I need to use another Hilara. And I'm going to have you... Do we have any items that could actually help here? We don't have a... Slows down all foes with Spider Silk. I've got 3 of them. I guess I could try that. No, wait, no. Because if I wanted to do that, I could just try Slowra myself, and it'll be a little bit more accurate, even though it'll cost me a lot of magic. You know what? I'm just going to give it damage. You know what? Fire Argo! Screw it. Let's go. Flo's got no more magic at the moment. Oh, Daewoo's dead. That was actually just enough. Alright. That's an issue. I have to heal up here. I have to give an ether to Flo so that she can Phoenix down Daewoo. Please don't kill. How much HP does she have? It seems like we were doing like 200 damage with Zest, but now she doesn't seem to be taking any damage at all. I'm a little bit confused about that. Unless I wasn't paying much attention, I was just assuming 200 damage would be the norm. Soba had Protect and Invis, and she just knocks him out like none of those effects were there. Okay, fair. Phoenix down. You know what, I'm going to split the heals normally. I'm going to do a cure on Daewoo. Because if I do Hilara, it's not going to affect Soba. I know that for a fact. So let's try and... Sleep probably ain't going to work. I could probably slow it down. Let's see what that would do. Luckily she attacked Zest, which did 65 HP damage, so she is physically strong. That missed. Worth a try. Mwah! Get kissed by an angel! Because apparently that's what a Phoenix down is. Let's attack again. At least when you're knocked out, it gets rid of all your other statuses, so when you bring them back, it heals them from that as well. I'm just trying to think what I want to do here. Kuraga? No. Kura. Yeah, that'll do it. And, alright, let's try a Firearger again, because I didn't actually put that on. Every time I cast Firearger, you knock me out! What the hell? It's like you know! It's like she knows! Oh, you're gonna try and hit me with your best spell? Knockout! Wow, she keeps knocking us out. This is actually pretty bad. I wasn't expecting to have a lot of trouble here, to be fair. I'm actually using a lot of my Phoenix downs, but at least I brought them. That was enough! Shit! 49 HP! That's all she had! And she had to knock out Daewoo! I am mad! I know it's only 825 HP. I know it's only 825 HP. That was such an epic battle and it got ruined right at the end. Because that means Daewoo is going to be 825 experience behind the entire party, and I don't like that. But you've seen the battle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset. I'm going to do this battle again off screen. And I'm going to cut back to when we win. So obviously my items will be different, but other than that, we should have Daewoo alive. I'm a little bit annoyed about that, but at least you've seen the actual battle where I failed at the very end. I know you might be thinking I'm cheap, but it's kind of something that I want to do for the whole series, because I know for a fact that once we get later on in the game, I know for a fact I'm not going to be able to do that. But at this stage in the game, I really want everyone to be at the same level. I hope you guys understand that. With that, I'm going to cut. Nah, that does less damage. Okay. I just wanted to know, but every time I wanted to do that, you knocked me out, so that wasn't fair, really. You knocked him out already! We barely started! Come on! This is like the third turn in! That's a waste of a high potion. Thanks, game. It's like you know what I'm going to do. Oh, okay. Now I'm faster than her, suddenly. Yeah, everyone moved before her this time. I don't get the turn time. What? How was that? Wait! That wasn't even... That wasn't... That... Okay, I am a little bit confused. That was so much quicker. The reason why the experience is different is because it's got split 4 ways, not 3 ways. That was so much shorter. That took 5 minutes less time. I try to use a potion. And on Soba. And then he gets knocked out, and then it gets used. But then on that last turn, everybody moved before her, and then I win. And I'm not going to lie, even though I'm down an ether which was before, but I'm also now down 2 high potions. I've actually got more Phoenix Downs. She didn't kill me as often, but I didn't really do anything different. Why did that go so smooth, much more faster? Not smoother, it went rough in a different way. Come to items worth, but that was a lot faster than before. I don't know what I did. How did that go so differently? I only left in little snippets, but it was only about like 2 or 3. And even then, I only cut out like a minute in between every turn, so it was like, what? Anyway, whatever. We got the fire crystal regenerated, so that's sweet. And meanwhile, near the elfin place. Did we actually come in here before? I can't remember. I don't think we did. Did we? Where is that located? I forget. Let me have a look. I'm a little bit confused here. There'll be a list on the bottom here. Hellfire Chasm. There we go. We haven't been there yet. But that's where that location is. The only reason why I'm able to actually check that is because we just had the scene inside there. We already know where the Earthgift Shrine was, because we could go in there. We know where the Lifespring Grotto is, because we could go there. We've already been to the Whisperwind Cove, but we can't even reach this location yet. So, yeah, that's kind of interesting, how it actually unlocks it on the map for us. But I guess it's helpful, considering that we will be able to go there soon. But for now, let's beam on out of here. Because that boss was a little bit of an annoyance when I was on camera, and then obviously on the second run through when I had to cut it out because I've already done it, I have a quicker time and a little bit less time. But yeah, I had about like 6 Phoenix Downs left. I've got 8, but I'm down to 2 Hyper Potions instead. How did that go so much smoother? Maybe I got a lot more critical hits, I don't know. I did get off Fire though, which I didn't show off, and I only did 90, so Blizzard definitely was the best, but still, I'm a little bit confused on why that did so. I don't know. Anyway, guys, I think we're good. Now that we've got the, well, basically got half the game done, even though technically we still got a little bit further to go before we're actually halfway through, but that will be covered in the next episode, because in the next episode, we need to find some other mode of transportation, because we have now literally covered the entirety of this bottom half of the map. We need to get to these other 2 continents, because we've explored every location that's on the bottom part of the map. But we do not have any way on getting up here, because even if we sail up here, there are no ports to go to. So we need some other mode of transportation. So I guess what we want to do is heed the Sages of Ice, go back to the Crescent Lake, talk to the Sages, and see what we need to do there. See you guys next time.